icon because I may not be able to see all the cameras on my screen.
Sir, I'm not representing from Barbados, but something.
Say that again, Miss Daly.
I'm so sorry, but I saw something that said the meeting is being recorded by a third party. Is that okay? That was sent and for us to accept. I was the only one who got that?
Well, whatever is happening is the secretariat recording, so it's not an outsider.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I'm here with Mr. Sullivan. All right, so we have Barbados, Trinidad. Show of hands. Dominic. All right, Antigua. You can pull it down now, Dominic. No, Antigua. Jamaica. Okay.
Otis is not from Jamaica.
I'm searching for the hand. I'm searching for the hand.
Oh, okay. All righty.
Good one, Sec-Gen. Guyana.
He would prefer to be aligned with the Trinis.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, I should be offended by
Guyana.
that I'm Bajan.
You prefer me?
I think Mrs. Fenton is from Jamaica and Guyana. Her hand is still up. Belize. Dominica. No?
I could put up my hand for all of them then. I'm a Caribbean girl.
Nice. Which country am I missing, Sec-Gen?
Jamaica.
I did Jamaica already.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Antigua. Did you do Antigua?
Yes, I did Antigua too.
Guyana?
Okay. I did Guyana.
Yes, you did Guyana. I heard that one.
Oh, St. Lucia. I see Krista defending St. Lucia. All right, so I think we covered all.
Yes.
So welcome again, team. We have just under an hour to go, so I am not going to delay. I am going to move straight into the most.
You forgot St. Kitts.
I did. My humblest of apology.
Marvin there from St. Kitts. and he was early, director.
Yeah.
You weren't seeing him. So now that we're seeing him.
Marvin meet up so much, I almost think about Jamaican.
Yes, good afternoon, guys. Nice seeing you guys again.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. Okay. All right, so we move straight into it. Sec-Gen, you are the most senior executive member, early and on time, and ready to go. So most executive members would always understand the rules, but sometimes members outside of the executive don't necessarily understand. So just to explain what you do and whatever other information you see fitting to put forward to them at this time, to us at this time.
Thank you very much. So my Caribbean peeps, I hope you're doing well, and I hope we are all ready for the active hurricane season. It's with us. They are saying that we're expecting one named Francine in short enough order. Let us pray that that will not happen. But in terms of the Secretariat and the Sec-Gen, my main job is that of execution. So when my 7 executive members say, and it is agreed on that this is what needs to be done, then I now must make sure that it is executed the best way that we know how. So that's my major role. So I do not make decisions for CARAIFA. I know a lot of information, so because of that, you could almost call me the historian who will flesh the items that need to be fleshed out so that we can understand it better for a better decision to be made. So when the decisions are made, I am the one that is in charge of making sure that it happens in a timely manner in the best way that we know how. And as such, I am also the financial person at the Secretariat so that we see that we can move in a prudent manner. And the good news that I have is that we are 900,000 in investments, and I would like to reach the $1 million mark. So I want you to help me to reach the $1 million mark by making sure that you do all of the educational programs that exist. Tell all of the people in the financial world in your territories, the bankers, everybody who touch money, that there are some great courses that will enhance what they do. Your very own practitioners in your space, please tell them about education and about being a part of growing so that we can get some money that way. And then now we try to keep money in the coffers by making sure that the things that we do are profitable and self-sustaining. So we're having, Dion is going to speak, I'm pretty sure, about Day of Common Concern coming up. Make sure that you create some profitability, that we can give away some things, that we can have a great showcase of who we are. Other than that, I'm here to serve PRMC Director Denton, because service is the price, I believe, that we pay for the space we occupy on this earth. It's always good to see you, Tyrone, Congress Director. Congress coming up. So Congress is one of those big deals that we want to make sure so we make plenty money, because that will help us to put money in the coffers, to reach the $1 million mark, right, Director?
Yes, I want you to get that $1 million top. So
Right.
working
Thank you very much. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you, SecGen. Any questions for our Secretary General? All right, you can make a note of them, and then we will put a Q&A after everybody are presented. So just make a note of your questions. All right, we are now joined by our immediate past president, Alicia Birch. Lady Birch, you're up. Alicia, are you with us? All right, so we're moving down the line, and we are going to go for our foundation chair out of Barbados to tell us about the foundation and all the plans that you have coming. Let's welcome Dion Cummins.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, PRMC Director Denton, and good evening, my Caribbean family, fellow executives, board members of CARAIFA, specially invited guests, and to all of you, our esteemed members. Now, the CARAIFA Foundation is the charitable arm of CARAIFA. I'm seeing a hand raised. That's an error? Okay, good. The CARAIFA Foundation, it was established in 2003. Hence, last October 31st, we celebrated our 20th year. The foundation has been dedicated to improving the quality of life for individuals across the Caribbean in all of our member territories. Our mission is to support health, education, and community development and development initiatives with a particular focus on providing financial assistance to those in need of chronic medical care. And over the past 20 years, the foundation has made a significant impact across the region through various programs and fundraising activities. Our work is driven by a commitment to uplift communities, support vulnerable populations, and create opportunities to extend life to those falling prey to these critical diseases. The foundation wants to extend deepest gratitude to all of you within our territories who participated in our US $20 drive throughout the entire year last year. And all other ventures related to the Day of Common Concern in 2023 to 2024, your generous commitment have made a significant impact, and we are immensely grateful for your unwavering support. We also want to thank our sponsors whose contributions have been instrumental in the success of our fundraising activities. I want to thank the Insurance Employees Co-op Credit Union in Jamaica and Unicomer Dominica Limited. These organizations have generously donated raffle prizes and helped drive engagement and increase participation in our events. And we are deeply appreciative of their support, which has significantly contributed to our ability to make a positive impact. Dialysis patients across our member territories have been among the primary beneficiaries of our fundraising efforts, and the funds raised have provided essential support to those ongoing dialysis treatment, helping to ease the financial burdens associated with their medical care and expenses. And this assistance has been crucial in enhancing the quality of life for these patients. And we remain dedicated to continuing this important work. Our most recent contributions were made in May 2024 during the CARAIFA Congress in Dominica, where we were honored to provide support to three members of the Dominica Dialysis Association. And as Jen said earlier, just to enlighten you, on the Day of Common Concern, which is 31st of October this year, we have a few upcoming events, and these will be joined to whatever, the territories, each host territory. Some of you make your own plans and make some generous contributions to the CARAIFA Foundation, and I want to encourage you to continue to do that. But as we want to join in unison for two main events in October, and one, we will be hosting a walkathon where we're going to ask each member territory on the 26th of October to wear red and join with your dialysis association within your country. For those of you who don't have the dialysis association, you can join another association that supports persons with chronic illnesses. So we'll be having a walkathon on October 26th. And on October the 31st, we want to have a virtual telethon where we'll be having about for 3 hours on that evening. We'll be having all the territories will be hooked up online to our social media pages, and we'll be having some persons, both you in our member territories, you are members, as well as persons within your country. We're going to be inviting some donations and contributions from both individuals and businesses. So look out for these two, more information on these two events. And in conclusion, the CARAIFA Foundation is deeply thankful for your continued support. And to all of our sponsors, participants, a hearty thank you. Together, we have made significant strides in our mission to improve lives across the Caribbean. We look forward to your participation in all of our upcoming activities and to continuing this journey together of compassion and care. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Mr. Pierre, back over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Foundation Chair. And certainly we understand that what the foundation does. It contributes greatly to assisting with healthcare across the Caribbean. And it fits right into our mandate as insurance and financial advisors. All right. We are now going to move. Remember, I said keep the questions. We're going to have a Q&A. So you just have to remember which exec member you had your question for, and then we'll do it at the end. We're going to move back now to our own IPP, Alisa Birch. Lady Birch, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. Today is like a holiday because we have independence tomorrow and we're supposed to be sipping something now. So I'm happy to be here. We have our line of entertainment and so on. So you take all your national colors and stuff in your offices and take your pictures today. So it's my pleasure always to be able to join with my Caribbean people. I'm seeing some of the faces. My role as IPP from being introduced from the PRC is just very, very simple. What it is that it is to territorial development. Territorial development means reaching out and connecting with the various territories that makes up CARAIFA's body and ensuring that I give support and help in areas of associations. How can they better themselves? How can they be more effective and how can they reach out to their citizens in their country to ensure that you have a sound, solid association that could work across the lines. And when I say across the lines, probably they would have a situation in a particular country that they need to go to their legislatures, and we would be able to support. I don't work independently. Obviously, I work with a team of executives that if I have to call on any one of the resources that we may have to go into a particular country, they would always be ready and willing to do that. So my role, as I just indicated, is territorial development, and it is ensuring that we build up the body across the region that would be strong and solid to give to support to the various agents in the various territories. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Madam IPP. No, I understand why you didn't hear me the first time. You probably was sipping on something and couldn't talk.
Probably.
We'll now move to our Regional Congress Director, Mr. Otis Hamilton.
Blessings, and good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here as usual with my Caribbean brothers and sisters. Like Marcel, I'm fully Caribbean. I love my Jamaica, but the entire Caribbean is my home. Just some in the south, some in the west. But I'm happy to be here speaking to you. Now, I am the RCC, the Regional Congress Chairman, which means that I'm the representative on CARAIFA's board who basically acts as the guide, the mentor, the liaison for the congresses. And as such, it gives me great pride to do so. Everybody who knows me well knows I'm a congressman. Love it, and I enjoy every second of it. So just give you a quick recap. I know later on you might have a lot of questions, but a quick appreciation of what has been happening. We have submitted the final financials for the Jamaica Congress, and yes, we made a profit, not an over-the-top profit, but a profit. So I know that the CARAIFA is supposed to be doing the final presentation, so I won't speak to the figures to CARAIFA, and then we can finalize there. Dominica is concluded. I know I enjoy Dominica, and we have a lot of really good reviews coming out of Dominica, but we won't fool ourselves. There were also a couple negatives, and we have taken lessons from it, but without a doubt, the majority of persons who were in Dominica enjoyed it, and it was a good idea to be there. One thing that came up that it's constantly in my mind is the biggest reason for us to go to Congress is not just to go in all-inclusive hotels and have a good vacation. It's about the experience, about the camaraderie, it's about knowing and appreciating different parts of our Caribbean, because it's our Caribbean. And if it was a situation where we just kept congresses in spaces and territories that can easily manage our size, then we would just be limited to Barbados, Trinidad, and Jamaica, and it wouldn't nice. It wouldn't have enough seasoning, it wouldn't have enough spice. And as such, we appreciate all our experiences in Dominica, the good and also the not so good one, but overall, I know we really enjoyed our experiences there. And I have to thank the team there in an amazing way, because a very small team, but they really did their best, and we're happy for that. The next one is the Congress that is promised to be the biggest and best we've ever seen. And I say that loud and clear, even as somebody who has worked on the last 3 Jamaica Congresses. The Congress in Barbados is warming up to be the biggest and best we've ever seen. When you have our repeat Congress entertainment person being the soca artist TC, who tell us that entertainment-wise, we will be the most entertained ever. You have Tyrone, who is ensuring that he has the presenters, the operations pulled together in an amazing way. You have seen the advert already. I hope most of you have seen it. You're just getting a glimpse of how good it will be. Brand new, well, refurbished hotel. We'll be in there, all inclusive and enjoying ourselves. Everybody will be in one big hotel enjoying themselves. So don't worry about that. Just book your room, whether it's single, double, whatever. We will be enjoying Barbados. And just a tidbit, we have people like Mayor Motley, who is making sure that she's there. So she's trying to tell all of them international people, don't call me, because I will be at CARAIFA Congress. We have one of the world's greatest speakers, not just motivation, but sales presenters. So I can't call him name yet, because we signed the initial contract, but we don't give him all our money to working on it. But he will be there. Him already saying that he will be there. So you can prepare yourself for that. But we have a lot of speakers and presenters. So right after that, in 2026, we will be going to I can't say my second home, but call it my third home, my love, Trinidad and Tobago. And they are planning to do a different concept altogether, because they realize that Barbados is next year and Barbados is going over the top. So Trinidad has already whispered to me that they're doing something very different. And Lady Alicia Birch is the Congress director for that one. So I know there are questions and stuff for later, but generally that's where we're at now in respect to the regional congresses that will be happening and have happened.
Thank you, RCC Hamilton. And I'll just break now just to invite Tyrone before he goes, seeing that he's the man on the ground in Barbados, just to give us a few words. He's indicated earlier that he may step out early. So I'm bringing him up.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Chairman Denton. I don't think I could say anything much more than what RCC, that's right, what is Hamilton added. I know that he says that Alicia Birch is watching and going to improve. No, we've got that much more pressure to make this thing beyond the stars. So we are going to be pulling out all these stops to make Barbados a spectacular event, unbreakable, unmovable, unstoppable. If it sounds like a song, it's because it's going to be in your face quite a bit. Marcel, thank you for those hearts. But we're ready. The hotel is, as was said, a sparkling, spanking, all-inclusive. Very open to the idea. I think they want us perhaps more than we want to go there. So we're going to be doing some spectacular things there. Entertainment is going to be great. Speakers are in place. And somebody is begging me to bring Rihanna. I don't know how that will happen, but it will be attempted. Can you imagine that? Somebody is begging us to bring Rihanna. So we're putting all the stops out to make sure that you are experiencing Barbados next year. May 11th to May 14th is simply incredible. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. And certainly, I would have partially introduced myself earlier, but I'll just go again as the Public Relations, Marketing and Communications Director for CARAIFA. My duty is simply to get the information to you, our members, whatever activities is being held, just to ensure that you stay in the know and you know about all the happenings. So certainly we'll be promoting Congress big across the Caribbean. In short order, we'll be promoting the Day of Common Concern, headed by the CARAIFA Foundation Chair, Leon Cummings. So you can look forward to being in the know as it relates to what is happening at CARAIFA. CARAIFA really forms that pillar that binds us as industry members in the Caribbean together. And you know the great events, most of them were mentioned through the different executive members. So CARAIFA does play its role in our growth and development. And as such, we will continue to promote CARAIFA and its activities, and we will continue to encourage our members to participate in CARAIFA's activities, especially our education and training program through the FSCP and all of that. As a graduate of the FSCP, I personally can say it has done a lot for me through my career. So I will encourage other members to get on the mission of acquiring your FSCP, and it will put some pep in your salesman's step, as I would put it. All right.
Well, Madam,
I am getting a message from our,
yes.
Hold on, Tyrone.
Yes.
Let me just take this message from our president. All right, he's trying to log on, but I'm not sure what is preventing him, but he is still at it. So he's actually on the phone with the secretariat. He has been for a few minutes. He's trying to log on. I'm not sure what the challenge is. Right, so we are now at Q&A, because as we said, this was just a 1-hour meeting just to introduce our executive members and the roles and to answer any questions that our members may have for any officer or any general comments that you may have to put forward. So the floor is now open for Q&A, and we see Shirley Daly, hand raised. So we take you first.
Yes, I thought that Mr. Tyrone was going to be saying something. He was before you.
I thought, thank you, Shirley. I thought I saw something about Larry Chu being the Congress director and not Alicia Birch. So just wondered if that was something that I needed to correct based on what I just saw in the chat. I know Alicia may still be.
I am here. Yeah. I think we have when TAIFA has done its due diligence, they would officially state.
Okay.
So I think I don't know who, I saw it come up and I was pulled down. So that would be sent in due course.
I wouldn't want to presume that you guys started the drink a little too early on Friday evening.
I think so. I think
okay.
so. I think so.
But all in Trinity spirit, love
Tyrone,
you,
I thought that was the question you were coming with.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, thank you. So, Mike, thanks to everybody for your presentation, and the information is well received and with quite a bit of clarity. To our foundation chair, Lady Cummins, you said that on October 26th, we are to wear red?
Yes, that's correct.
For
the walkathon.
Okay, and so that's a Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure, because since it was a membership thing, in terms of connecting with the members, would be more in the week. So I just wanted to confirm that, yes, it is October 26th.
Yeah, it's connecting with the members under CARAIFA, as well as the public, because we're going to also invite them to join with the Kidney Association or another association that supports chronic diseases if there's no kidney association within that particular territory.
And so
there'll be members of the public as well.
The member associations, for example, JIFA is expected to have a walkathon that day?
Yes, all of the territories.
Okay. We will let you know. It could be a little problematic for us based on what we have planned.
No problem. Keep us posted, but we'll be sending out some more information. But we hope to join together and have it coming through live from each territory. So we'll have all that information coming to the members pretty soon.
Thank you very much.
That's it. All right. We will take Mrs. Fenton, and just before Mrs. Fenton go, let me acknowledge that our president is now online. So immediately after Mrs. Fenton, then we will allow our president to address the meeting. Go ahead, Mrs. Fenton.
I'm just concurring with Shirley and agreeing here, Dion, because in Jamaica, Jamaican people who are association-minded prefer during the week to do things together. And on Saturday, it's hard to get them, hard. Even the very Kidney Association and the JIFA, all of them hard. So maybe there was no Jamaican when you were deciding. So let me apologize for their absence and say to yourself, relook at it in truth, because Jamaicans like weekdays.
Thanks for that heads up. Your second vice president, Natisha Heron, she's the contact person for JIFA. So you can let her give me information as well as it relates to that. But thanks for the heads up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, guys. Mr. President, Hugh Meredith, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, PRMD Denton. Let me first apologize to everyone on the platform. I have been trying to get on. I am not even using my instrument right now. However, I've found a place where I have connection. So my sincere apologies. First, let me greet the members of the executive who are online and our members who are listening. I'm sure you would have made an apology for our VP earlier. And so I will just move quickly into just making a few remarks. First, let me thank you again, PRMD, for organizing this CARAIFA Connect. I am extremely happy that we are able to connect to our Caribbean brothers and sisters, and especially the day before us celebrating the independence of Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow. We really want to say hi to our Trinidad friends and to wish them a happy independence anniversary. The Caribbean Association so far this year would have had one executive meeting, and we are scheduled to have another in November. We have been making progress in many areas of our association, and I must say that I am extremely pleased based on what is happening with the growth of our association. Of course, we are coming off a Congress in Dominica, which saw a very unique and interesting Congress. And I must say that it was well enjoyed by every single individual. Yes, we would have had our challenges, but at the end of the day, I believe we are very happy that we were able to put on a Congress and everyone is happy. And most importantly, we're all alive. Now, the different portfolios, I'm sure presentation would have been had with the different portfolios, but just quickly, we are really reaching out to our membership and the leaders across the Caribbean to be more involved and to get engaged in the area of education, because we are in a time when technology and every other area of our work is evolving, and it is critical that we avail ourselves, our minds, with the necessary tools that will take us to another level. So I'm really imploring the leaders across the Caribbean to get more involved in the educational courses that we have. And of course, our ed chair and the members of the council are very busy in looking at other areas that they can incorporate in the whole training process of our agents. To our PR, we are seeing more involvement in the across the region as it relates to us reaching out to individuals and also engage in various sectors in the countries that we visit. And I'm sure with this involvement, we will see greater participation and appreciation by the people across the Caribbean. Coming up in October, we have our Day of Common Concern, which is under the portfolio of our foundation chair, Dion. And I know that there are great plans to ensure that all will go well. And I am happy that based on meetings that I would have had earlier in the month with the foundation committee, they have some exciting things coming up for us in October. And I implore also the leaders across the Caribbean to reach out with the various reach out to the various activities and personnel, because we are trying to raise funds for the foundation. Our IPP, who I am sure is very busy trying to connect with the various associations across the region, would have informed me that we're making great progress. And I'm extremely happy to know that more associations are seeking to engage us as an association in the region to further foster the development of their membership. As it relates to our 5-year development plan that is chaired by our VP, Gerald, we have been able to make adjustments in many areas. We have been able to initiate new initiatives, and we have been able to prepare ourselves for the future within the next 5 years, and to ensure that our involvement throughout the Caribbean remains relevant to the time. And that is extremely important. Now, our regional Congress coordinator has been very busy, and he is now fully engaged with the Congress coming up in Barbados next year. And from our reports, our Congress Director, Tyrone, and President Margaret from Barbados are very busy putting in the work and also getting the necessary areas going on time and as planned. The Congress Committee, I understand, is working very hard to ensure that we have a fantastic Congress. And of course, with the marketing and PR that I'm seeing with this Congress, I am almost certain that we will have over 500 attendees in Barbados. Now, we all know that every single thing that revolves around CARAIFA has to be centralized. And our secretariat is doing a fantastic job as it relates to keeping the various ends of the association connected. And let me say this, that we have many people around the Caribbean that we serve. And sometimes it may seem that, boy, you know, we are not getting out the information and some little glitches sometimes. But let me tell you, I've visited the Secretariat and I've seen the work and I've seen the effort. And I know our Secretary General, Marcel, is trying her best. And also she's ensuring that she's engaging us in finding ways or new ways to improve each and every day. So I am very confident that in the next few months and in the next few years to come, we will have a first World Secretariat run by our Secretary General. And I am sure that every single individual will feel the difference. Let me say this, PR, because I said I will be brief because of my lateness. I am extremely happy for the work that every single member that are involved in this association is doing. And I feel the passion. I feel the sense of renewal. I feel a sense that our members and our leaders are really pushing for us to have exciting times going forward. Yes, we are coming to, and I close shortly, we are coming to we are already in the hurricane season, and the forecast is that we will have many. However, we are Caribbean people. We are very resilient, and we are very positive in our thoughts in every single thing that we do. And let me say that regardless of what comes, we will stand with each other, and we will stand by each other, and we will support each other in every single way. My Caribbean friends, leaders, thank you for having me. Thank you for listening. And I do wish for you to have a wonderful evening. Happy Independence T&T when it comes. Bless upon yourself.
Thank
Drink
you, sir.
two for me. Drink two for me. Drink two for me. Not
Master,
one.
you have one red and black, eh? So
Yes.
you know you're anything.
Drink two for me. Drink two, not one.
And by the way, my apologies because the phone I'm using, I'm actually on a hilltop, and this phone cannot use camera. So my apologies for you not seeing me.
That's okay, sir.
Okay, thanks, Mr. President. The floor is now open for any comments or questions that we may have. All right, so it seems that everyone was pretty clear. So there are no questions or no statements in this section. So I want to say thank you.
Mr. Chairman, before I leave, just a quick reminder, registration is open for Congress Barbados, and we have an amazing web-based application process that developed by the team in Barbados that we hope that they can give us for Congresses going forward. So please check it out. Dion or Tyrone, well, Tyrone, I think Tyrone had to step out. Dion, can you tell us how the link, what's the link again? So that persons can go on if you know it.
Tyrone, I'm seeing Tyrone there. I can.
Dion, he put in the chat that he switched devices because he's
right.
mobile.
Right, because he was going to be mobile.
As well,
Yeah.
President Margaret, I'm seeing her there. She can share that with us.
Yeah, just put it in the chat, please. But it is an amazing facility. And remember, early bird is much cheaper. So jump on it, please.
There it is. It is in the chat now.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Herbert here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you want me to use my camera or just speak?
Yeah, man, use your camera, please.
Okay. Just a small suggestion. So that we could probably look at it and see how we could, make better use of it. One of the things I come across in Congress is that there are so many persons that, we're walking around and persons not really knowing who are the newcomers. And I think that there's this sense where, persons are just walking around, they're new, but, they can't get to be greeted in the right way to say, hey, welcome, first timer. You don't really know that person is a first timer. And that engagement you miss because, that person, I think that first comer is supposed to feel that appreciation from the time they reach. What can be done to identify that, this person is a first timer so that you as someone that are part of Congress could, greet them and welcome them and say, hey, that is missing. You don't really know unless someone open them out and say, this is my first time. It should not be like that. I think that, we need to find a way to identify this is a first timer. I need to greet this person. I need to welcome this person. I have to make this person feel happy. That is something that over the years I have not seen. And persons in conversating with them, they'll be like, as a first timer, but nobody really don't know. So that is something that we really need to look at and see how we can make it much more exciting. So when that person come in, we as persons who are there before, first time as I can go and say, hey, welcome. And they would get that sense of welcome, that they, feel good being there. They know that, hey, I'm identified.
I love that, Marvin.
Persons are telling me welcome. And that is something that I have seen that we have left out. And, I'm just saying it so we could see how we can engage and,
May I, Mr. Chairman, it came up in a meeting and the easy answer for that was in your registration thing, the thing that have on your name tag. To have a different color for first timers.
Right.
So that actually came up in a discussion that we had. Thanks a lot for reminding me because we haven't spoken about it recently. So I think we should put it on the top of the table for registration to have first timers badges printed in a different color. So as soon as they glimpse them, that's a first.
We know. And you can engage them and welcome them.
Thanks a lot for that.
Right.
But just for information purposes.
Hold on a sec, Jen. Hold on a sec, Jen. I don't want it to go too far, Marvin. Just don't say that CARAIFA does do a welcome session for first timers.
Yes.
So I don't want that to get lost in the meeting as if there's not a special welcome for them. I just want to put that
that's
there.
not going to get lost, but walking
No,
around.
because persons may be on the meeting and leave with the sense that there was never anything in place for first time.
No, I know there's something
a
in
special,
place.
Yeah,
Yes,
just want to put that.
Right, but the mingling part.
Yeah, your suggestion is well taken in.
Right.
Not taking away from your suggestion, just putting that in the meeting.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Section.
Well said, PRMC Director. That's exactly what I was going to be saying.
Oh, great minds think alike.
Good.
All right, so we believe in time. We committed to ending in an hour. We're just 6 minutes past the hour. I must say the interaction has been great, and I want to say thanks to our former PRMCD, Shirley Harper Smith, who I believe initiated the CARAIFA Connect, and we believe in continuity. So we are carrying on that part of her legacy because we believe it's a good thing for us to come together and interact as Caribbean people. And so for you to be updated as it relates to what is happening. So we thank her for leaving that with us. All right, so have a great rest of the weekend. Trinidad, I wish I could be there, but I will sip something in Jamaica for you. Enjoy your independence. and have a great weekend, everybody. God bless.
It's a happy
Happy Independence, Miss Trinidad.
You guys.
Happy Independence.
Tell
Take
Jared
care.
happy
Bye,
Independence
guys.
Day.
Plenty love.
Stay safe,
Independence.
everyone.
Happy Independence.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.